morning, everyone. My name is Scherrer. I could stand in the middle of 5th Avenue and shoot somebody, and I wouldn't lose voters. This is a quote that our now president shared during his campaign to depict how loyal his supporters are to him. And although this may seem as somewhat of an absurd quote, it may also possibly be true. Donald Trump has said a number of ridiculous, unacceptable, crude things, yet here he is today, currently serving as 45th President of the United States of America. The problem is the fact that Donald Trump is currently our president and is showing interest in already serving a second term in 2020. This is a serious problem because although he's fresh into his first term, his lack of political experience, character, respect, knowledge, and somewhat contradictory policies make him unfit to serve a second term as our president. This relates to all of us because we are most likely of the age to vote and can hopefully prevent re-electing him in the future. The things he has said in the past, along with policies him and his cabinet have chosen to implement, affect us all in one way or another. Listen to these words shared by the then candidate as he kicked off his campaign. When Mexico sends its people, they're not sending their best. They're not sending you. They're sending people that have lots of problems, and they're bringing those problems with us. They're bringing drugs, they're bringing crimes, they're rapists, and some, I assume, are good people. This quote was given by Time magazine. One of the biggest things that has pushed his political agenda and idea that it is wholeheartedly necessary to build a wall is based on the idea that Mexican immigrants are bad people and that they are criminals. Just a few weeks later, he said this: "You have people come in, and I'm not just saying Mexicans, I'm talking about people that are from all over, that are killers and rapists that are coming to this country." So ask yourself this question: does that mean that the people already in this country aren't killers and rapists? This logic reinforces negative stereotypes about Latin Americans, Muslims, refugees from all sorts of countries who are coming to the United States for a better life. Some people say this isn't really a problem. However, I want to share with you some facts about what Donald Trump has said and what policies he has already began to put into place. This is why people are wrong. Allow me to touch on another point which brings relevance to the unsound rationale that this man has already expressed. On December 7, 2015, according to Huffington Post, Donald Trump said, and I quote, "Donald J. Trump is calling for a total and complete shutdown of Muslims entering the United States." You cannot ban people who are Muslim, which means they follow the religion of Islam, from entering the so-called land of the free. Isn't that a bit of an ironic statement? This ideology has been the basis for Trump's Muslim ban. It is disgraceful for the president to jumble together refugees escaping from a war-torn region and students visiting on a student visa or on a short-term visa with terrorists. In addition, it is even more terrible to do so when some of the wars that these refugees are trying to flee from have been instigated by the United States. Besides his recent attempts in implementing the Muslim ban and starting to build the infamous wall, I would like to discuss some of the character flaws that has shown over the past few years. Things that don't sound very fitting when you think of a person who's supposed to be a leader. Trump doesn't really have the best reputation when it comes to women, as many of you would probably know. Honestly, although the list of sexist, offensive things he has said towards women could probably go on to be a speech within itself, I would just like to express a few which I personally found baffling. According to The Telegraph in May of 2013, Trump tweeted about the number of unreported sexual assaults in the military compared to the number of convictions, then followed up with this question: what did these geniuses expect when they put men and women together? Rather than asking the question, why are so many assaults going unreported, and why is there so little justice in this department, he chooses to point out that it's due to the fact that these men and women are sharing the same living quarters. In April of 2015, Trump tweeted, "If Hillary Clinton can't satisfy her husband, what makes her think she can satisfy America?" The Telegraph. Also, another thing, Trump's cabinet has reported that this quote may not have been direct by him, but I just would like to share that anyways. His use of ad hominem is remarkable and just shows how demeaning he is as an individual. So I want you all to imagine what it would be like to have another 4 years dedicated to a nation controlled by a president who was publicly endorsed by the ex-Grand Wizard of the KKK, David Duke. With all of this in mind, I hope in some way this speech has inspired you to take over action and become more politically informed and spread facts and awareness about the trouble that we would be in if we had to experience 4 more years of what Trump has already begun.